tuning in to the Illuminations podcast. We love having you here. It is our mission to be a beacon of light on your journey towards conscious and mindful living. In our weekly episode, we bring you inspiring change makers in the field of spirituality, healing, personal growth, and wellness who share their insight and expertise so you can navigate your way to a happier, healthier, and more purposeful life.
So what if I told you that the numbers in your life, your birth date, your home address, and even your business name hold the keys to your success and struggles? Welcome to another episode of the Illuminations podcast, and I'm your host, Sonia, for today. And so today we're diving into the very misunderstood world of numerology with none other than India's leading numerologist, Dr. Priyanka Ghode. Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, things just don't align or maybe go your way? But maybe it's not bad luck. Maybe it's just that your numbers are not aligned with the numbers that work for you. What if by changing a single number in your name or just a letter in your business holds the key to your success? So today, Priyanka reveals how the numbers influence every aspect of our life, be it our health, career, and relationships, and how major decisions of life can be through using the powerful tool of numerology to help you align with your highest potential. Because guess what? It's a numbers game and the numbers never lie. So stick around, because by the end of this podcast, you will discover how your birth date reveals your destiny and life plans, why some businesses thrive and others might fail, the numerology hacks that entrepreneurs and founders use for their success, and how you can apply these insights in your life. So let's get started and welcome Dr. Priyanka Ghode on yet another lovely episode of the Illuminations World podcast. So thank you, Priyanka, so much for being on the Illuminations World podcast. It's so lovely to have you here.
Thank you, Sonia. Thank you, for inviting me and taking up this subject in such a positive way. Looking forward.
Yeah, so Priyanka, I just want to get started to understand personally, how did you get into this whole world of numerology?
Okay, so in 2011, I was pregnant and I just wanted to name my child, whether boy or girl, it doesn't matter. And then I did a course in 2011. And first I tried on myself and I saw path-breaking changes in my own life. And that's how I named my daughter numerologically, and rest is history.
Wow. And so what got you so intrigued that you became a numerologist and you wanted to help others and help them transform their lives through this powerful approach?
I think that's my sole plan, because when we do numerology, every number has some integral characteristics. And so my number has a characteristic where I can relate to being, into occult, to being into numerology, astrology, and so on and so forth.
And so for a skeptic or for a person who does not believe in numerology at all, how would you explain the power of numerology from a scientific perspective? Like, how would you be able to convince somebody that numerology is so essential for your everyday life choices?
The first thing is that every number has an energy, right? And numbers existed beyond time and space. So if we correlate the scientific point of view, wherein energy and numbers are correlated, then there is something called a planetary influence. Mm-hmm. We will be able to, so skepticism is everywhere, for sure. Yeah. But then, when we correlate it with the number energy, with the energy of the name, with the energy of your date of birth, the one that you're born with, of course, we also find skepticism in some numbers. Like my number is full of skepticism unless I go to the root and find the research. Right? And come out with valid answers. It's still a question mark in my mind. Similarly, I can relate to people who, unless they get some validations. So for that, I think you have to give me your date of birth. I need to check your name. And then I need to come to a conclusion and explain to you that, how does it work? Because there is a potent power in our date of birth, which is dormant. But when we correlate it to our name, it comes alive, and then we find our path and we live it. That's how it is.
Right. And so how do you apply this philosophy? Let's say, for example, I have a name and I've had the same name from the day I was born.
Correct.
How would you expect me to suddenly change the letters in my name? How inconvenient would it be for a person who would perhaps want to gain the benefits of numerology, but would probably be hesitant to change things like their name or, for example, the name of their business. How would that work?
So it's not just about the name. There are other things also that we do. There are people who are not comfortable changing the name. So what we do is that we create a grid from your date of birth. We find out the elemental and the location wise which number is active and which is missing. And we also suggest remedies. Like I get a lot of people who are not very keen on the spelling part, but they are very keen on changing the environment, the circumstances of their business, of their home. So we create this grid. We find the missing numbers. We find what is the elemental correlation. And we add those remedies. Like, for example, if I don't have a 3 in my grade, in my numerology grid, I can add a fresh green plant. Like, we can get a fresh green plant from the market, or we can even buy an artificial plant and place it in the east corner of our house. So there are other things also that we do. And it's not just like people are subjective to just the numerology part when it comes to the name.
Right.
While there are other things also that we can, find out the missing numbers or an overload of numbers. Maybe someone has too much of, mental stress. And when we go to the chart, we see there are too many 7s in the grade or too many 2s and having a lot of relationship issues. So we go there and we do elemental studies and we do some remedies in the space of the person's house. And that's how changes come. So it's not always name.
Right. And so you can keep exactly the same name in exactly the same letters.
Yeah.
But perhaps transform like other areas. Like, for example, your home.
Correct. Or your relationship or your career.
Okay.
Like there are a lot of people who come to me for career and overseas travel. They are not having a relationship which is going in the right track. So we can do, changes in the space.
Yeah. I mean, I believe in the power of numerology because when I first launched my career with Illuminations, I think this was back in 2005, 2006, I met an astrologer and a numerologer, and I would spell my name as Sonia. And he told me, he's like, if you put a YAA, your name is going to be a lot more powerful and you're probably going to get a lot more like success in your career. And I actually did that and I found huge changes, and obviously Illuminations has been very successful.
Correct.
But then I had another incident, which is I've known you, I think, for the last 12 years.
Yeah. Also, yeah.
And then we connected about in 2023 because I launched a new business and I was going through a lot of struggles. You had no idea about any of these struggles, actually.
Correct.
I just came to you and I asked you if you could just translate the energy of the numbers of the name of the business. And when you came back to me with the report, I was completely blown away. And I'm just like, Priyanka has to come and work with us again at Illuminations because it was absolutely mind blowing. And what in the report, it was exactly what we were going through. We were going through the business struggles. We had gained a lot of traction in terms of PR and attention and marketing, which is exactly what your report had said. So you were telling me that you will get a lot of traction, but there will be a lot of miscommunication. There'll be a lot of, you'll probably have financial issues. And obviously the business didn't end up working out. But just through the name and the translation of the energy of the numbers,
correct,
you could tell me exactly what was happening in my business. So I've had firsthand experience. Unfortunately, I wish I came to you before I started the business rather than midway.
Correct.
And I went back to my investors. I was like, guys, we have to change the name. And they all thought I was crazy. Well, anyways, we know the results of that. But that was my firsthand experience. So I think if clients are coming, I believe you just don't do the name. You also do the logo and things like that as well. How does that work with numerology? What is the significance?
More than logo, I feel the symbol part is very, very important. Like I recently did a consultation for someone who picked up the infinite or the infinity sign, but he had distorted it in some way.
Okay.
So like there was a funnel and to understand the logo part, we can play around with the energies of symbols which are very sacred, but not to the extent that they change or they become disfigured, because then you are actually not aligned to the energies that you want to attract in your business. So the logo, the symbol, that's all very, very important, because somewhere symbols and numbers are very correlated to each other, and we do find a lot of relevance there.
Right. And what's the history of this? Like, how long have people been using numerology for?
So when I was researching, I think it goes back to the times of Mesopotamia, right? And the Chaldeans used to so there's a place called Chaldea in Mesopotamia where people used to actually connect astronomy with numerology.
Okay.
So it goes way back to the BC, before Christ's times, that numbers, like I said, it existed beyond time and space.
Right.
But then the historical part or the history part says it's
Right.
like very, very old.
So let's say a person, wants to make a major life decision, such as choosing a job or relocating. How would you be able to best guide them? Because I know you gave me a bit of a brief background earlier, but what would be the first step that you would take?
So we take the date of birth of the person, we take his name. There is a chart that we create. And in the chart, we get every year, we get some glimpse of, what is the struggle or what are the achievements. And then accordingly we guide. So it's an elaborate process where the numerologist takes all the details, creates the charts, reads it, analyzes it, and then comes back. And so I don't call it a prediction, but a guidance.
Right. And what's the link between numerology and astrology?
So astrology will always be the father, in all honesty. Numerology comes way under it.
Right.
Why? Because we are not driven by telling the events, but rather guiding you how to live those events. Numerology is more about not changing the karma, but then living the karma with ease and joy. So in case something is predestined, we will tell you, yes, we see a struggle, but you have the power to actually, bypass that with just small changes that we can make in your space, in your energy, in the name, or so on and so forth. So the difference I feel is we are less remedial, more solution driven,
Right.
while astrology is more, profound in the sense if anyone wants predictions and the timings and the nitty gritties of how, what, we are more why and how to become better.
Right. And let's say, like, if I'm born on the 10th day of the month,
Correct.
does the day of the month have impact on my life? Because I know, people say, oh, you're number 1 or you're number 3 or you're number 4.
It does.
What does each day translate to the person? Like how does it impact the person?
So anyone born with the energy of the one, like you, will never want to work under anyone. And we see illuminations here. Right? So something of your choice.
And I did try that. It was a disaster.
No, but then, the name of the entity or the name of the organization that we chose, probably that was not aligned to your energy is what I understood when I did the analysis.
Correct.
And maybe the illuminations energy are very well aligned to your date of birth. However, date of birth is just 20% of your, entire chart. I focus more on the life path number, which is the sum total of your date, month, and year.
Okay.
That is more profound and that is more vast because we get a sum total of 3 important things. So I can also be born on the 10th. You are also born on the 10th. Maybe we have similar kind of leadership skills, but everyone will not open illuminations. So there is something which is layer wise. When we go to the month, the year, we add everything and then come to something and then analyze your chart accordingly. So like Sonia, as per me, adds to a 10 again, the
Right.
changed version,
Right.
which is very well aligned to the date of birth. And that's how it went. Your journey has been quite an inspiration for most of us.
Okay, that's very sweet. And how would I be able to enhance it even more? Like, what are the things that I would need to be?
Okay,
able to look
then we need to understand what desire you come from, because I get a lot of clients who come repeatedly after 2 to 3 years and tell me, now I want this. I have actually received an increment. Now I want to get married.
Yeah.
And after 2 years, now I want to have a child.
Yeah.
And now I want to have a car. So I think humans, our desires are unlimited.
For sure.
The good part of numerology is that as we are not changing anything legally, you have to just write whatever spelling is being suggested 21 times, 3 times a day for at least 6 to 8 months. So it's quite a discipline that you need to follow to see the energy to grow.
Wow. Can you repeat that again? So,
Okay. So we take your date of birth.
Right.
We take your name. No legal changes again on record. So we are not making any legal changes because Sonia has come with a particular desire. And she says that I want this desire to be fulfilled this year. For example, I want a new center to open.
right.
And this should be in the next 6 to 8 months is my target. So I give you a change spelling in perspective of your desire.
Right.
You start writing it from a new moon or a full moon day, 21 times in the morning, 21 times in the afternoon, 21 times at night for 3 to 6 months. Or in some cases, if the desire is really big, then 8 months to see the energies flow. And that's how changes come.
Wow. And so numerology can be used as a powerful tool for manifestation, it seems.
Absolutely. It is a part of manifestation. It is a part of manifestation. That's how we manifest changes. So when you are writing, I always tell people, if you had a fight with your wife or with your employer, please don't write the name because your energies are totally down. If you're happy, feeling full. So in case you say that I don't want to write in the afternoon because in the office, it's very difficult for me to let go all the thoughts and the commotion. I say leave the 21 times in the afternoon. Please write in the morning before you leave your house and before you sleep. So the energies are, in your being throughout the night and early in the morning.
Right, right. And how often are you practicing numerology in your own life, for example?
Yeah. I think I was always a very average student. So completing my PhD is a part of my numerology journey, very honestly. I completed it in numerology, and I think I could do it because my name is now aligned to my date of birth, which wasn't earlier.
Okay.
So that's how my journey has been, from being average to completing something which is beyond my comprehension.
Amazing. And you also do a lot more than numerology, or different types of numerology. Can you give us a bit more of a background about that?
Okay, so there are almost 32 schools of numerology.
Okay.
Like we have different boards in different countries. So I practice the Pythagorean system, the Chaldean system, the Loshu grid system, the Kabbalah system.
Wow.
Right. So I practice quite 2-3. So whenever I'm giving a spelling change, it's a lot of work for me because I align a lot of systems and then provide the spelling change.
Okay. So how do they align? Like, for example, how does the Chaldean system align with the Pythagorean system?
So they are not aligned. They are completely different. But when I am giving this spelling, I have to do this work of giving a spelling which is good in terms of both the schools.
Oh, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And are there any like apps that people can use to basically, because AI is so advanced today? And
There might be a lot of apps in terms of, calculations.
Right.
But you need a numerologist to analyze it.
Yes.
That the AI cannot do.
Okay. And have you noticed that, for example, numerology is more popular amongst like the Indian diaspora rather than, for example?
Not like that. I think I have a lot of clients who are,
From all
globally. Yeah.
Okay.
I think people are very well read now, Sonia.
Right.
So the good part of, numerology is that I get very less people who come with question marks.
Mm-hmm.
They are quite well read and they come and question you things that you can't even imagine that they might be knowing, but they are already well read. Mm-hmm. So I don't get people who come with, question marks or they are unaware, right? I get a lot of people who are quite, aligned to what they want to do and very clear that yes, numerology is going. So I don't need to convince them, basically.
Right. Right. And what is one like incident or a client where you provided like your numerology input and it's transformed their life completely, which has even probably shocked you?
Okay, so this is way back in 2023, not very recent. But I have this very good friend who is an editor of a very famous magazine in India. And she went through a very sad divorce, and she was not able to come out of it, and she was not able to find a new partner. And she did a lot of remedies and everything. And I think she came after a lot of trials and tribulations with, different things. And she said, I want to try numerology. Right. So I said, we'll remove the word try, right, because there's no try in my area of expertise. It's either this side or that side, and I will need your assistance in it. So I will give you a spelling, but when you write, it should be with the visualization that you're already married and settled.
Right.
So she said, okay, let me try. I said, okay, you are okay trying, but I'm giving you my best. She is happily settled, has a child now. So that's a major breakthrough because I've seen her go through, difficult times. And I've seen now that she's finally settled with the man who is taking care of her. So yeah, that's my breakthrough, I feel.
Amazing. And you teach a lot of classes online. And what exactly do you teach? Do you teach people how to do exactly what you're doing?
Yes.
Or how does it work?
Yes. So I train people to become a numerologist.
Okay.
There are different kind of numerology. And then, there are different kind of classes that I take. Mm-hmm. So nowadays, people are very interested in the Loshu grid because that is more about the spaces.
Right.
So they can do solutions without changing anything in terms of the spelling. Mm-hmm. So they are more focused on, that getting a bamboo and putting it in the southeast can bring a lot of stability and, career progression. Mm-hmm. So it's based on the principles of feng shui. Mm-hmm. And so it's more like the energy is very, very easy to implement and very easy to understand.
Right. And so how does it integrate with other healing sciences, like, for example, healing or therapy or energy healing? Or
Everything is very complementary, very, very honestly.
Yeah.
Like maybe we are two people staying in the same house. We have different grids. We will do our remedies in our ways, and nothing disturbs anyone else.
Right.
So it's because you have put the intent in that bamboo plant, it is going to work for you, and I haven't, so it is not going to disturb me. As simple as that.
And what's one numerology trick or hack that anyone who's listening to this podcast can implement like right now? Something simple that they don't need to.
Very simple. Just take your date of birth, write it in your hand, and whatever you want to manifest, for the next 21 days, let it be written in your hands. So you can just darken it and it will be manifested after 21 days. That's the easiest. You can meditate with your date of birth. It has all the blessings of the universal powers. And we have been doing this, anyone going through troubled times, we say, just don't forget the power which is in you and you're born with. So just write your date of birth, energize it, and keep on talking to it, and you will see a lot of changes in your life.
Wow. It's very, very interesting. I mean, I guess everything in life is numbers, right? And everything is energy. So
absolutely. From your car to your mobile number to your house number.
So how particular are you? Like, let's say now you move to Dubai and you have to get a number, like a mobile number. Are you particular what that mobile number is?
Yes. My number adds to a 1.
Oh, so you look into it at everything, like as much as possible.
As much as possible, yeah.
So for example, even your apartment number.
Yes, that also adds to a 1.
Okay.
Because my life path number is 1. When we add the sum total of my date of birth, it comes to a 1. So I generally look towards things which add to a 1.
Okay. And you feel that is very successful for you and lucky.
Yeah, lucky. Yes.
Excellent. Well, very, very interesting topic, and would love to learn more. Priyanka will soon be offering her services, hopefully at Illuminations very soon. And for those listening, thank you so much for your patience and interest in yet another episode of the Illuminations World podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe, share, and like. And until we meet again, take care and live light.
Thanks for tuning in to the Illuminations podcast. We love having you here. It is our mission to be a beacon of light on your journey towards conscious and mindful living. In our weekly episode, we bring you inspiring change makers in the field of spirituality, healing, personal growth, and wellness who share their insight and expertise so you can navigate your way to a happier, healthier, and more purposeful life.